So we're going to talk about using Pinterest for your business. This is video number 1, the introduction to Pinterest marketing. So the first thing I want you to do is to get in the right mindset. And this is really important in order to move forward with this video training course. Once you get in the right mindset, then everything will be easier, you're going to be less frustrated, and you're going to be able to zoom forward quicker. Now, as a business owner, a product owner, or whatever you're owning, it's easy to want to sell. You're going to have that urge to sell. But what I'm going to say now is to quit it. Quit that urge to want to sell, because this is a very, very different environment. Other marketing strategies tell you to sell directly, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of this environment. Pinterest is a very, very different ecosystem, because you're about to enter a very different ecosystem. And what that means is the way you sell is very different than the way you sell in other marketing strategies. So the way you sell with Pinterest is very indirect. It's really all about the experience. Pinterest users come to Pinterest simply because they want to get away from their lives, their busy lives, their stressful lives, and they want to go to a place where they can just have fun, they can be inspired, they can laugh, they can cry, whatever emotion that they're looking to seek and get fulfillment out of Pinterest. So once you understand that, now you understand how to sell to Pinterest users. It's all about the experience, and the question is, what can you provide that will inspire them, that will encourage them, that will make them feel better, feel happy? If you can get somebody to feel that way about how you use your product and things like that, then they're going to want to use your product. Then they're going to want to do some research and dig further. But you definitely don't want to sell directly to a Pinterest user. So no self-promotion here. Now, this system is not complicated at all. It's about how to use the system effectively by creating a movement, by leading others, by helping others. And the way you lead others is not by authority, but by creating a great experience, making them happy, inspiring them, and so forth. So this system is about how to use it properly, but also how to use it effectively. So there's nothing really fancy. We're just going to show you how to use it properly, but with a few added twists, like contests, the pin it website button, and many other different little tricks and strategies that you can use. Now let me give you a quick overview of the video series as a whole so that you understand what you're about to get into and what to expect. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail about each video. Video number 1 is, of course, this introduction, and the whole goal of this video is to get you in the right mindset and show you how it all works. In video number 2, I'm going to show you how to get Pinterest invites fast using forums, using Google, using Fiverr.com, and many other websites. So we've got both free sites, free avenues, and paid avenues that can get you Pinterest invites quicker. That way you don't have to wait for Pinterest to approve you on the main site. Video number 3, we're going to talk about things to avoid and things you need to be aware of, such as the rules and regulations that Pinterest puts on their users, the things that you should do, what you should not do. It's kind of like going to a party and having those unspoken rules, and you breaking those unspoken rules, and people look at you like, whoa, what did you just do? So you want to make sure that you avoid these things so you don't lower your reputation with other Pinterest users. Video number 4, we're going to talk about knowing your market first. I'm going to show you a specific strategy in there that you can use to figure out who your audience is and figure out who they look like and how they do things, what do they like, what do they dislike, and things like that. Video number 5, we're going to talk about keywords, hashtags, and links. Keywords are very important because you need to learn how to help people find you. And if you can figure out what kind of keywords they're searching, then you can target the right audience. Video number 6, we're going to talk about setting up your Pinterest account, setting everything up so that you begin to follow people, people begin to follow you, you create some interaction, and so forth. In video number 7, we're going to talk about how to create a Pinterest board. Pinterest boards basically allow you to create a board with a bunch of videos, images, and text on a specific topic. Video number 8, we're going to talk about the Pin It button. And video number 9, we're going to talk about contests and how to create a viral contest. And video number 10, we're going to talk about other powerful third-party tools that you can combine with the power of Pinterest and get more traffic. Now let me explain to you how it works and the specific jargon that Pinterest operates on. A pin is basically an image or a video that gets posted by somebody. A pin board is something that contains many theme-based pins. Pinning is a verb. It is the act of sharing content. Repinning is when somebody reposts somebody else's pin. And the Pin It button is a little button that's added to websites for sharing content. And a pinner is you, a person who pins. Now let me explain to you 2 different avenues of interaction, and this is important because this gives you the idea of how you can interact with people, and interaction is so important with a social media site like Pinterest. So interacting and knowing how to interact with your audience is important. Number 1, you can follow a board. If you follow a board, you get notified whenever that user posts to a board. So imagine if you have a lot of different specific theme-based boards and somebody follows that board, then every time you post that board, it gives you the ability to communicate with the user and show them that, hey, I've posted something valuable on this board. Go check it out. So in a case, it's sort of like email marketing, but you're notifying the person, or sort of like Facebook when you're a friend of theirs, but in this case, it's a very specific board. So this really gives you really targeted traffic. You can also follow a user as well. Now, the next video, I'm going to show you how to avoid certain things to do, and things that you need to be aware of and things that you should do.